Hello and welcome to Coast Legal Aid of South Florida's presentation of the 2022 Commitment to Justice Award. Thank you all for joining us today. I am Mindy Jones, the Director of the Family Law Unit at Coast Legal Aid of South Florida. The Commitment to Justice Award was created to highlight the vital work being done by our community partners to further our mission to improve the lives of people in our community. I would like to introduce you to Carlos Sandoval, Coast to Coast Legal Aid's 2022 Board Chair, who will be presenting today's award. Carlos is the founder of Carlos E. Sandoval Attorneys at Law, a South Florida law firm specializing in the areas of immigration, criminal, and corporate law. As our board chair, Carlos has undertaken his own commitment to Coast Legal Aid of South Florida and our mission. We are grateful that Carlos was able to break away from his busy schedule today to present this well-deserved award. And now I turn it over to Carlos.
Thank you, Mindy. And it's my honor today to present Kathleen Pugh with the 2022 Commitment to Justice Award. The Commitment to Justice Award was established by Coast to Coast Legal Aid of South Florida in 2011. The award honors members of the community whose work reflects and embodies the mission of CCLA to improve the lives of low-income persons in our community through advocacy, education, representation, and empowerment. Kathleen Pugh has been trial court administrator for the 17th Judicial Circuit, which is Florida's second largest circuit court and serves all of Broward County since August of 2011. The trial court administrator assists the chief judge in carrying out the administrative duties of the court and ensures that the day-to-day operations of the court run smoothly with the mission of the 17th Circuit in mind. As a trial court administrator for the 17th Judicial Circuit, Kathleen Pugh's work certainly reflects and embodies the mission of Coast to Coast. Mrs. Pugh was instrumental in coordinating and advocating for a space at the courthouse for CCLA's Families Court Self-Advocacy Center, where thousands of self-represented litigants have been assisted since inception. In addition, during the pandemic, Broward's 17th Judicial Circuit kept running thanks to help from Kathleen and the entire court administration team. Court proceedings were transferred to Zoom and our clients received important protections as injunctions cases continue to be heard. We celebrate Kathleen Pugh for all that she has done to assist our clients and all that she and her team have done, which sometimes we don't even see. So now on behalf of CCLA and the Board of Directors, it's my pleasure, and without further ado, it's my honor to present Kathleen Pugh with the Commitment to Justice Award.
Thank you for those wonderful words of introduction. And thank you so much for choosing me to receive your Commitment to Justice Award, which is such a lovely, lovely award. I think I've written this speech 5 or 6 times. It has certainly not been an easy task because I'm truly overwhelmed with this honor. One of the nicest things of being trial court administrator is being able to say yes when asked to work with organizations such as Coast to Coast Legal Aid to do good things. Back in 2014, my family court manager came to me about reestablishing our self-help center. Of course, I said yes, and that was my first encounter with the wonderful Lisa Goldberg. While we did not get the self-help center up and running at that time, we were delighted to be able to open the doors in 2018. Along the way, I was also privileged to work together with Mindy and Lisa as part of a team looking to try and find space in the courthouse to keep victims of domestic violence safe. We were successful in doing so because we all worked together, first in our old building and then in the new courthouse as well. It was looking for that space in the new courthouse that we discovered locations for our self-help center. The self-help center has been incredibly successful, thanks in large part to the hard work of Lisa and her staff, seeing approximately 300 people a month. I'm so glad to be able to have been a part of making this happen. Then suddenly we found ourselves dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. Even though the courthouse was closed, we did everything we could keep running, especially to help those who need it most. I'm happy to say we were mostly successful in our efforts. We do look forward to the day when the pandemic is in our rearview mirror. It has been my honor to work with Lisa and Mindy and everyone else, and in doing so, to be able to see what a vital service Coast to Coast Legal Aid provides to the citizens of Broward County. As I've always said, all I ever did was say yes when asked, which has always been an easy decision, seeing the great things we accomplished together. I feel very blessed to receive this award, and I'm very grateful to be a part of the wonderful things you do. Thank you for choosing me again.
Thank you, Kathy. We appreciate the work that you and the court administration staff do for our community, whether people are represented or not, to ensure their access to the court system. To those watching, you may make a donation to Coast Legal Aid of South Florida to celebrate Kathleen Pugh, our 17th Judicial Trial Court Administrator, and her 2022 Commitment to Justice Award via a link in the Facebook comments section or by visiting our website at coasttocoastlegalaid.org. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you.